How long can I recover unpaid wages? Imagine working hard and not getting paid what you earned. That can be frustrating. If you're in that situation, you might wonder how much time you have to get your money back. Well, the answer depends on a few things. First, it depends on what kind of wage claim you have. It also depends on the laws in your state and sometimes what your employment agreement says. Let's look at California law, which is known for being quite strict about wage claims. Unpaid wages are any money your employer owes you but hasn't paid yet. This can include your regular paycheck, overtime pay, minimum wage, commissions, bonuses, and even premiums for meal or rest breaks. To recover these wages, you need to take legal steps, which can include filing a claim with the state or going to court. The time limit to do this is called the statute of limitations. If you miss this deadline, you usually lose your right to recover your wages. In California, the deadline depends on the type of claim. If your claim is based on a written contract, such as a signed agreement with your employer, you have up to 4 years to file a lawsuit. For most wage and hour claims, like unpaid overtime, minimum wage violations, or missed meal and rest breaks, you have 3 years. If your claim is based on an oral promise to pay more than the minimum wage, you only have 2 years. And if your employer paid you with a check that bounced, you have just 1 year to file a claim. These deadlines start from the date the wages were due, not from when you stopped working. So it's important to act quickly. Waiting too long can mean losing your chance to get paid. If you believe your employer owes you money, you can file a claim with the California Labor Commissioner's office or take them to court. An employment lawyer can help you figure out which deadline applies and whether you have other claims, like penalties for late payments. California law also has penalties if your employer pays late. For example, if they miss a scheduled payday, they might owe you $100 for the first violation and $200 for each following violation. If the late payment was intentional, they could owe you 25% of the unpaid wages as a penalty. When you leave a job, your employer must pay all final wages immediately if you are fired. If you quit, they must pay within 72 hours. If they do not, you might be owed a waiting time penalty, your daily wage for each day the wages are late, up to 30 days. Federal law also has rules about how long you have to recover unpaid wages. Usually, you have 2 years to file a claim, or 3 years if the violation was intentional. But California's laws often give you more time and better protections. Remember, the key is acting fast. The longer you wait, the more likely you are to lose your chance to recover what you are owed. Consulting with an employment lawyer can help you understand your rights and make sure you meet all deadlines. If you think you are owed unpaid wages, don't delay. Your money is worth fighting for.